Stampers, it's Lisa Marie with Stampin' with Lisa Marie, and I wanted to share with you the cards that we made in our Fun Folds class this week. So here's one. This is the first one, and this is using a cute little label punch that's going to be new in the new catalog coming June 1st, and so are the sentiments. And then this one opens up like this, and then it pulls down, so you could do a cute little gift card right here and put your sentiment here. That one folds up. And then here's a graduation one. I know it's kind of hard to see the black, but it looks like a graduation gown in the front. And then these are the tassels from our new Eastern Palace suite that's coming in the new catalog also. And then it just opens up, and it does fit because it's only 5.5 inches tall. It will fit in our regular envelope that we use for everything else. And then there's this one. This one, when you open it up, it has this cute little window box in there. It's very sweet. And that one has, oh, this is the Love Note framelits. They're retiring, and so is the Sweetheart Punch, which is very sad. I like that one. And then this one, the last one we did, it reminds me kind of like a matchbook because it pulls up, but then this inside moves up and down like that. So you could write your sentiment here. You could still attach a gift card either here or here. You could do it either way, but it would just brighten somebody's day. I thought we would go ahead and make this one. Even if you didn't get to go to class this week, you get to see one of them that we did. I do have a couple of packets left, so just let me know if you're interested and I'll tell you how you can get those. So what we're gonna do is I have everything cut and ready to go. And so we're going to go ahead and let's put together, let me bring that sample over. We're gonna go ahead and put together first the crumb cake and our Tasty Treats Designer Series paper, and we're just gonna use our snail to attach that. Let's put a little more. And that is just going to center on here, just like that, and we'll set that one aside. And then we're going to grab our Watermelon Wonder piece that is 4 1/4 by 11, and it has been scored at 3 1/4 and 9. So we're gonna go ahead and crisp those up with our bone folder and pull this one down like that. So that's where we get that fold from. Our crumb cake piece with our Designer Series paper is going to go right there on the front. And I chose to do this flat because I have, we're going to put the word celebrate across the front, and it's going to have dimensional. So I thought we would do that piece flat. And then we're going to go ahead and take a 1 by 9.5 inch strip, and this is just from our Designer Series, the same Designer Series paper from the Tasty Treats. And I want the stripes to show, so they're going to go face down, and this piece is going to fold up because this is how it's going to stay closed. So this flap, or I'm sorry, this piece of paper is going to fold over, and then this one's going to fold over, and I want my seams to end up in the center because that circle is going to get to hide the seam for us. I'm going to go ahead and add our adhesive and fold it over. Grab my bone folder, just make sure we got that good. And then like that, and then this one we're going to add some adhesive to it and just line that up. Oh, he's a little crooked. Let's fix that. We don't want it crooked. There we go. All right, so we have the front of our card, and we have the little belly band on there, and then we have a piece of white Whisper white cardstock. It's 3.5 by 5, and it was scored at 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to go ahead and fold that and get it nice and crisp also. It's going to go on the inside, and what's going to happen is we're going to add some tear tape right here, and then we're going to center it, and then we'll fold it over and close it up. The reason I'm using tear tape instead of my snail is because we have a mechanical card here, and so when you have a card that people can open and close, they're going to open and close it a lot probably because they're going to play with it, so we want to make sure it doesn't fall apart while they're opening and closing it. So we've got that sitting about in the center, just below that score line, so see how it still closes. I'm going to use my paper piercer to pull up my backing and get rid of that. Make sure that's sitting there, and then I'm just going to close the door. And now we have our little pull piece like that. So let's do some stamping. So I'm going to take some Soft Sky, and we're going to take the star. All of the stamps that we're using come from Love Sparkles, and Love Sparkles is on the retirement list. So don't miss out on this one. It's a really great set. We're going to ink up the star in some Soft Sky, and I stamped one up here in the corner. I always forget to do it before I put my card together, but that's okay. So we've got that like that, and it slides back in. We'll set him aside. And then I have 2 circles punched out, and I think, let's see, they were 1.5 inch circle and a 1 3/8 inch circle. I'm going to go ahead and stamp a star in Soft Sky right on that one. And then we're done with Soft Sky, and I'm going to grab my Watermelon Wonder. Very sad to see Watermelon Wonder leave. It's such a pretty color. but there's some really great new colors coming. This is the sentiment. It says, "It's your day." So we're going to ink that up and we're going to stamp it right across the star. Beautiful. And then that is going to get attached to our soft sky circle just with our snail adhesive. We'll set that aside for a second. I have a piece of Whisper White. It's 1 1/4 by 4 1/4. And we're going to ink up Celebrate in the Watermelon Wonder. And we're going to stamp that in the middle. There we go. And then from there, we need to banner tail. I know there's another name for it, but that's what I call it. We're going to banner tail it. So we're going to do it upside down so that we don't accidentally snip off any of our words. And clean that off right there. And we'll slide this in here and do the other end just like that. Get rid of all those scraps and bring my card back in. We're going to put dimensionals on the back of this. And we're going to put 3 because, well, I like dimensionals a whole bunch. And we're going to peel. These are double-sided, so we're just going to peel that right off and get rid of those. And then my card sits, or my banner sits across my card. And then I need this to stay closed, so I'm going to use my It's Your Day. I'm going to take 2 dimensionals. And so normally I would stick one in the middle, or I tend to go top and bottom, but if I put my dimensional at the top here, it's going to get snagged on that flap there. So we're going to flip it over and put them on the right and left. So to the right and left of It's Your Day. That way it doesn't get in the way. Peel those off. And then we're going to set that down, and you just want to make sure that we're covering up that seam and that it's also catching the edge of that card. Press it down nice and see, now it works just like that. We're also going to take, let's see, we've got some metallic enamel shapes. And I'm going to use a star because we had a whole star theme going with the star on the front and then the 2 stars on the inside. And I've used my paper piercer to slide up underneath of it because then I can hold on to it and I don't have to try to hold it in my fingers, with my big fingers at that. But you can see it, and now I can look around, where do I want to put it? And I have this empty spot right here, so we're going to put it there. So there it is. There is one of the cards that we did in the Fun Folds card class this week. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you'll join me again soon. If anyone's interested in getting a packet of the 4 cards that we did, just let me know. Shoot me a message, and I will get with you and tell you how to do that. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.